Welcome to this week's Schreiber Council meeting. Deputy Mayor Bourgeot will be filling in for Mayor Mullins this evening. Council approved an expenditure for a wastewater treatment calibration kit. They also accepted a quotation to replace the ammonia sensor at the arena. Finally, Council reviewed the issue of Council remuneration, ultimately deciding to keep it the same for the next 4 years. Here's the agenda for this meeting.
Okay, good evening. Welcome to Council and Committee of the Whole meeting this Tuesday, November the 11th, 2025. The time is 7:03 and we have moved into the open session. I would like to begin by acknowledging that we are in the Robinson Superior Treaty Territory and that the land on which we gather is the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe and the Métis. First item, approval of the agenda. Are there any additions or deletions to the agenda?
I move additions, right?
Yep. It's on your end.
So we have addition of department report, CAO clerk, report business licenses.
Yep.
Committee of the whole, number 11.
Yes.
Good.
Okay.
Okay. Any other additions or deletions? No? Can I have an approval then of the agenda as amended? And why don't I have that? I don't need a motion?
Nope.
Okay. All in favor? Okay. Are there any disclosures of interest for tonight's meeting? No? First up on the agenda, CAO delegations.
None.
None?
No.
Next, question period.
No questions.
Next item, minutes of the previous meetings. Has everyone had a chance to review the minutes of the Council Committee of the Whole held on October 28, 2025? Any errors or omissions?
Good.
No? Okay, resolution 351-20-25. Moved by Councillor Morrow, seconded by Councillor McGrath, that the minutes of the Council and Committee of the Whole meeting held on October 28, 2025 be accepted as circulated. All in favor? Carried.
Yep.
Next on the agenda, business arising from the minutes. So the Committee of Whole recommendations from October 28, 2025. Item number 1, approval expenditure request and approval to proceed from Aqua. That Council approve the expenditure request and approval to proceed from the Ontario Clean Water Agency in the amount of $3,755.45, including applicable taxes, for Schreiber wastewater treatment calibration kit for the gas detector. Any discussion? So moved under resolution 352-25. All in favor? Carried. Item number 2, Renewal of tourism-oriented directional signage program. Resolution 353-25-25. Moved by Councillor Morrow, seconded by Councillor McGrath, that the council renew the Schreiber Beach and Cascale Hiking Trail tourism-oriented directional signage program for the year 2026 in the amount of $1,520 plus applicable taxes. Any discussion? None? All in favor? Item number 3, support for an NOHFC application. Resolution 354-25, that the Council of the Township of Schreiber support an application to the Northern Ontario Heritage Fund Corporation in the amount of $208,981 for the Mallory's Blue Park Playground set, and that the Township of Schreiber will be responsible for any cost overruns incurred by the project should they occur. Discussion? Should I say no? All in favor? Carried. Next item is acceptance of a quotation to replace ammonia sensor at the arena. Resolution 355-25. Moved by Councillor McGrath, seconded by Councillor Morrow, that the council accept a quotation from Simcoe Refrigeration in the amount of $5,437, excluding applicable taxes, to replace the ammonia sensor at the arena. Any discussion?
When's that happening?
I just wrote myself a note to call them to find out. They were supposed to be here already, it seems to me, so I'll call and find out.
Okay.
All in favor? Carried. Next item, resolution of support for the town of Whitby.
I'll take it.
Resolution 356-25. Moved by Councillor Morrow, seconded by Councillor McGrath, that the Council of the Township of Schreiber support Resolution 191-25 of the Town of Whitby with respect to extended producer responsibility for blue box collection and impacts to small businesses located in mixed-use properties. Any discussion? No? All in favor? Carried. And last item for committee of the whole recommendations from our last meeting is approval of CFNO advertising campaign package. Resolution 357, thank you, Cecile. 357-25. Moved by Councillor Morrow, seconded by Councillor McGrath, that the council approve the contract from CFNO in the amount of $400 plus applicable taxes for the provision of 25 Christmas advertising commercials. Discussion? All in favor? Carried. Next item on the agenda is accounts for payment. Item number 1, October 2025 accounts payable listing, which has been provided. Oh my goodness. Resolution 358-25. Moved by Councillor McGrath, seconded by Councillor Morrow, that checks issued on the general bank account in the month of October 2025 in the amount of $253,996.92 for general accounts payable be approved and ratified. Discussion?
Okay.
Good. Okay, all in favor? Carried. Trying to get free pass going here. Next, item number 2, September 2025 bank debits. Resolution 350,
9,
thanks,
but that also refers to item number 1.
right. Oh, I'm sorry, Cecilia, quite right. This would, in referral to item number 1, October 2025 AP listing. Resolution 359-25. Moved by Councillor Morrow, seconded by Councillor McGrath, that the bank debits issued on the general bank account in the month of October 25 in the amount of $69,469.89 for payroll be approved and ratified. Any discussion? No. All in favor? Carried. Sorry.
2 and 3 are on the same resolution.
Okay, so items 2 and item 3, all dealing with September 2025 bank debits and October 2025 bank debits, including MasterCard statements. So, resolution 360-25, moved by Councillor Morrow, seconded by Councillor McGrath, that bank debits paid out of the general bank account in the month of September 2025 in the amount of $46,957.30, and in the month of October 2025 in the amount of $60,369.83 be approved and ratified. Any discussion? Just a second. Oh my God. Okay. All in favor? Carried. Next on the agenda, unfinished business. Ms. Smith? Any unfinished business?
Yep.
Next on the agenda, other business. Number 1, bylaw 43-2025 Sergeant Propane Agreement Bylaw. Resolution 361-25. Moved by Councillor McGrath, seconded by Councillor Morrow, that bylaw 43-2025, being a bylaw to authorize the execution of an agreement between the Township of Schreiber and Sergeant Propane, be given first, second, third, and final reading and enacted. Discussion? All in favor? Carried. Second, bylaw 44-2025, fees for municipal services. Resolution 362-25. Moved by Councillor Morrow, seconded by Councillor McGrath, that bylaw 44-2025 being a bylaw to set fees for municipal services from January 2026 to December 2030 be given first, second, third, and final reading and enacted. Discussion. Councillor Bryson, no? All in favor? Carried. And last, under other business, bylaw 45-2025, The 2026 temporary borrowing bylaw. Resolution 363-25. Moved by Councillor Morrow, seconded by Councillor McGrath, that bylaw 45-2025, being a bylaw to authorize the borrowing of funds for the 2026 operations, be given first, second, third, and final reading and enacted. Discussion? Marlene, this is just a normal annual bylaw that's put forward, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. All in favor? Carried. And we are now moving into committee of the whole. So, department reports and committee minutes, board minutes. Number 1, CAO clerk, monthly report update. Ms. Smith.
Okay, so for the finance department, Marlene and myself and Tammy and the girls, we all kind of sat down together and discussed how duties would be divided amongst accounting clerk 1 and 2 now that we have our full complement back. So that has been taken care of. Everybody seems to be very happy and things, I think, are working out a lot smoother. So thank you to Marlene, Amanda, and Brylin. Our public works staff did a fabulous job remediating 2 properties in the township in a very short period of time. When the weather is right, they'll be working on the culvert at the Upper Cooks. I had put before the snow flies, that didn't happen, so Mother Nature. But thank you to Corey, to Tammy, to Chris, to Austin, Clint, Patrick, Josh, Albert, and Steve for everything that they do. And actually, Clint and Austin got their first aid and CPR renewed last week, so that's kind of exciting. In recreation, we're currently accepting external applications for the recreation programmer position. The job posting closes on November 24th, and we'll be conducting interviews shortly after that. Economic development, Jamie's been busy filling out grant applications and busy working with the surrounding communities to bring collaborations that'll benefit both communities, and it'll benefit all involved. Administration, Cecile's working diligently to assist me with her knowledge and expertise, which I appreciate on a daily basis. Bonnie continues to digitize our bylaws. She's now up to the year 2017, which is terrific. So thank you, ladies, for everything you do. Our bylaw officer has taken on additional duties of cleaning the municipal buildings as well as bylaws. So thank you, Karen, for your efforts. Kathy continues to be a strong leader from afar, which is awesome. The November 1st lunch and vendor fair was well attended and everyone had a great time. We had a special visitor that day, Patty Hydew, came to stop in and see us, which I think everybody appreciated. The volunteers that diligently help the seniors with this in this community are truly angels. So thank you to all the volunteers and to Kathy and her team. Time's flying far too fast. Once again, we've been hustling to achieve all that we wanted to accomplish in 25. But without teamwork and great people at the table, none of this would be possible. So thank you to everybody, including council. And that's it.
Does anyone have any questions for our CAO?
No,
No?
just thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Second on the list, CAO clerk report, Christmas appreciation 2025.
This is just to let the public know that we won't be having our annual Christmas social this year. We're going to be doing things a little differently for the staff and volunteers, so there will not be the big event at the recreation hall that we normally have. And that's it.
Did you want to go over very quickly the plans that you do have in place in lieu of that? Or not yet? You're still working on those?
We,
No, just a
Yeah.
question.
yeah, let's not right now.
Okay. Any questions for the CAO in regards to that?
Well, change is good.
Okay. Thanks, Councillor Morrow. We're going to move on to item number 3, the treasurer report, council expense and remuneration report from January to September 2025. We'll call on Marlene Bottomley.
So this is the quarterly report, as you said, from January to September for council expenses and remuneration. If you have noticed, double check each of your spreadsheets that are on there to see if there's any discrepancies, and if there are, please report them. The financial impact to date to everything that's been posted to September the 30th for council as a whole is just over the $63,000 amount.
So remuneration's right at 75%, which is right on the dollar. Conferences were at 72% of budget. Travel we're at 89% of budget. So we should be coming in slightly under budget, all things considered, for travel and conference.
Because there's not too much left.
Not too much
for you
left.
to attend.
That's always good.
It is always good. Any other questions, concerns for Marlene? Thank you, Marlene. Move on to item number 4. The Treasury Report, Capital Budget Variance Quarterly Report, January to October 2025. Take it away, Treasurer.
So I met with the department heads to go over the projects.
Marlene?
Talk louder?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm not like usually accused of being quiet. So this is a quarterly report. It is actually to what's been posted in the GL to October the 31st as opposed to September the 30th. It provides a high level look at the balances for both revenues and expenses. It does not include committed funds. Most of the projects have been completed, with the majority of the remainder on track for completion in 25, with the exception of the general administration projects, the water treatment plant coagulant study, and the water treatment plant pH meter and install of same.
The councils have any questions for the treasurer?
No, I think it's a good report, so.
Councilor Bryson? You're good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just trying
So-
to read this on my phone here. It's small.
Yeah.
I'm good.
So just so you're aware, the coagulant study is scheduled to be started next month. And the pH meter was ordered, I just signed the expense request this week.
I have a couple of questions. In Public Works, from what I can gather from looking at what's presented here under capital, Marlene,
Mhm.
it looks like we're going to end up probably in capital somewhere to the tune of $59,000 unfunded or overspent in capital. So do you have a plan for where we're going to pull that from today?
Do I have a plan?
Yeah, is there any plan administration's been speaking about?
I don't recall if there was discussion, because the international dump truck was passed by resolution. It was not included in the capital budget when it was first, when it first hit the table.
Right?
So I don't, off the top of my head, I don't recall if there was anything with that resolution when council approved the purchase of how it was going to fund that. I recall that there was a conversation that the half-ton long box that was purchased came in under what was budgeted, so a portion of that would go towards the dump truck.
Right. And likewise in buildings, it looks like you're going to be sitting at about $18,000 unfunded. So do you have any thought about that for capital?
Well, I think that's probably gonna be a little, yeah, because you have two projects that, and again, the boiler project was approved in November of 24, wasn't budgeted in 24, but that was the one that was approved prior to, but didn't actually happen until 25. On that resolution, I wonder if I have that in my spreadsheet, what the resolution number was. I don't recall if that was discussed on how that was being funded when the original resolution was.
And that was in 2024?
The original resolution was in 24, but it didn't happen until 25.
25, okay.
Yeah.
So that's why it's showing up like that.
Yeah.
And that's probably the bulk of what's unfunded.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Any other questions? No, we can move on to item number 5. Treasury report, the operating budget variance quarterly report from January to October 2025. So now we're rolling into operating. And Marlene, I will let you make this presentation.
So again, met with the department heads to go over their respective departments. There are overall, all departments overall, it looks like operating revenues are on target as well as expenses. However, there are some departments where, as reported previously, there may be overages that were not anticipated at the time of the budget. That part of that was in general, I think that was in general administration. The fire department will likely be over budget. There were probably between the 3,000 and 4,000 for a failed safety on the F-250. Bylaw will likely be over budget. Identified in public works, the street lighting may be over. In the buildings, it was the public works boiler maintenance and the electricity costs at the fire hall for some reason are higher than what were budgeted. The library, again, electricity costs will be the impact there. Summer students were not budgeted in the cemetery, the additional ones. Landfill is adjusted at the end of the year. Recreation will be likely over budget as well. There were official plan revisions that weren't anticipated at the time of the budget. Some property standards issues that they're not really material, but they may put the department over budget. That's
Any questions from council?
No.
No? Councilor Bryson?
No, I'm good.
So, on your revenue sheet, Arlene,
Mhm.
you've got fiscal services that revenue is slightly higher revenues may be slightly under due to less bank interest earned.
Yeah.
So my question is is administration looking into an investment strategy
There is a policy that we have in place. We haven't looked at it
for
for,
a while?
yeah.
Okay. Number 2, you talked about the expenses in the fire department being slightly over, but I noticed in revenue that their revenues are actually higher than were budgeted. Do you expect that the fire department then will flat itself out at the end of the December 30th? Because their revenues were higher than expected? It's just a
Well, I
question.
think the revenues that are higher had to do with the call-outs. So
Okay.
then there would be definite higher expenses associated with the call-outs. And how we budget or how we transfer when it comes to the call-outs in particular, we budget X number of dollars for both every year. And then if there's a surplus in that gets transferred to reserve.
Okay. And then also under revenue cemetery, in the cemetery, you've got revenues are higher than budgeted. Any thought to why that occurred?
It depends on what type of sales you have.
Okay. Okay. So in revenues then, our variance is only just over 12%, which would be standard, thinking that this is done for the end of October.
Right.
All right. On the expense side, where we've got in water and in sewer, overall, in buildings and in library building.
Okay.
Electricity costs for buildings. I'm looking for further comments. Was there not a comment made a couple of meetings ago about stabilizing hydro costs?
I actually just wrote a note down as she was talking that I will call them to find out why we're looking at higher numbers at this time of year, because it should be lower.
Okay. I just remember that conversation
Yeah.
sitting at the table.
Yep,
Okay.
Your agreement started late, didn't it not?
it
It
did.
started late in the year, right?
Okay. So that might be the reasoning for it?
Could be, yeah.
Okay.
But I will follow up.
Okay.
And you wanna see whether or not you're drawing anything out of the bill, like using the power, right? What's your kilowatt hours, not just necessarily your price per kilowatt hour. You
Right.
wanna know what type of usage you're using.
Okay. So do you have any total operating expenses? It looks like our variance is sitting at about 31%. Do you have any overall ending comments on that number?
Like where I think we're going to end up?
Yes.
I think that in particular, based on some of the bigger decisions that have to do, as mentioned, mostly in your human resource departments, that you should be anticipating that you may be over budget in that regard. So you may have to fund
Okay.
either through you may have to do a transfer from working capital.
From working capital reserve, okay. All right. Any other questions? No? Just on this one. Okay, number 6, Director of Operations report, a status report. Ms. Ivy, take it away.
So as previously mentioned, Aqua is continuing their valve exercising program. They've completed the south end town, and they'll be moving to the north end. Cloud Darling was working on the Public Works old boiler. It quit again, so they did some work on that. They were able to rob some of the parts from the boiler that we replaced last year, so that was good. That could save us some money. The rec department, rec maintenance, I posed the question to them in regards to the public skating program, and they indicated that it was nothing that they did not do previously. So they had no issue moving forward. They have started stripping the gym floor here at the municipal complex. It is looking amazing. They're making some really good progress in there. Definitely see a significant color change in the floor.
Is it a lot darker now, Tammy?
It's very bright.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
a lot
very
later.
bright,
It's
very
a lot
bright.
later, okay.
Yeah, yeah. It was overdue.
Yeah,
I successfully got Albert in line to complete the basic refrigeration course, so that's always good news. We had a posting out for an FOS. It closed on November 7th. We did get some applicants, so I'll be arranging interviews for next week with those people. The community center was having some issues that we did need to bring Cloud Darling in for. The bearings on the rooftop unit needed to be replaced. And then the air exchange exhaust for the change rooms, the fitness center change rooms, quit. So we needed a new motor for the exhaust, but there's also a combustion motor in that ductwork that we're still waiting for it to come in. So we've had some issues at the center there that we're working on. I have been working on the insurance renewal. We did have a meeting with Bino Insurance to get us started in completing all the forms that are required. they indicated that there's only 3 companies in Ontario that do municipal insurance. And he explained to us that if we were to go to market, there's a strong possibility that our insurance company may drop us. So at this late stage of the game, I wouldn't suggest that we go to market, but if we start earlier next year, it might be something that we can look into. But at this point, it's too late, is my feeling, to risk being dropped.
So 4% isn't a huge increase. I know in the past we've had like
Yes.
double-digit increases
Absolutely,
year over year, so,
yeah.
okay.
So I am to submit the forms to Vino by November 17th to make sure that we have coverage in place for January 1st. So direction from council in that regard is appreciated if you want me to go to market or if we just stay on status quo for this
I
year.
think status quo.
Status quo. Councillor Bryson?
Sorry, I had to step away there. I'm getting this cold. I had a sneezing fit. But yeah, no, I'm status quo there. It was good with me too.
Okay,
Okay, so there's your direction.
and that's it for this report. Your water flow is there, no red flags on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where it comes, Tammy, if I just have a quick question, where it comes to the public skating program, so we're going to institute this new program starting January the 1st, 2026.
Mhm.
Has anybody looked into those tags that we were going to sell and order, or how you're going to go about doing that?
That's easy to do.
Okay,
Yeah, I can include that in my next report.
okay, because the other side of that coin, I would think, would be to have some type of advertising campaign to advertise the change, and this is where you can, in fact, purchase these items and how they're going to work. Make sense?
Yeah, I would assume we're posting our whole new bylaw of fees. But I
Right.
would, for ones that might impact people more on a daily basis, maybe the gym membership ones, prices, public skating, we might wanna do separate posts for those kind of things.
Does that make sense?
Does.
Wanda? Yeah?
It does.
Okay.
Yeah, shinny, skin, and gym membership. Even like the rentals, that kind of stuff.
Right.
The hall rentals.
The hall rentals. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Doable?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, item number 7, our Director of Operations report on the red amber flashing beacon. Ms. Ivy.
So, I'm sure many residents have noticed that the amber flashing light has been out for several months. We are having huge issues with that light. Back in July, Jake we had the electrician out with his man lift, and he raised the wire because the whole assembly is getting hit by transports going through that intersection. So I had him raise it, and the higher he went up the hydro pole, of course, the hydro pole gets a little narrower towards the top. He said that there's like no integrity in those poles at all. When he drilled into it, it was like just into foam. So he was leery about really tightening down on that cable. So he was able to raise the light fixture by about 1.5 feet. So we were clearing the transports at that time, and he also got the light working at that time. Over the summer months, you'll notice now the pole at the cenotaph has started to have quite a lean on it. And the light fixture has sunk again in the middle of the intersection.
Whose responsibility are those poles, for those poles, Tammy?
The one pole is Bell, and the other pole is Hydro.
So are they aware of the integrity issues with their poles?
As they are with most of the poles in Schreiber. Yes. Yeah. So I went online because we were kind of thinking about different ways that we could address this flashing beacon. And we thought maybe we could bring the light down to a post at the intersection on like a curve sign. red sign, the red light on the stop sign, and just take it right out of the intersection. So I consulted the Ontario Traffic Manual 12 on traffic signals to find another solution for the intersection. And as you can see, they're very specific about how flashing amber and red lights are used. And the only option is to have it hanging over the intersection in the center. The other possibilities don't fit our situation. So the poles cannot sustain the weight of the light fixture. So the other possibility that we can do, as I researched in the Ontario traffic manuals, is that we could possibly turn that intersection into a three-way stop just by adding the one stop sign on Scotia Street and adding the tab three-way stop, three-way on the bottom of the stop sign. So we could do that, but that has to be in the form of a council resolution. You can't just eliminate your amber light and have free-flowing traffic from Scotia onto Winnipeg because it's a blind corner, because there's a painted crosswalk on there's two white lines. So it's according to the manual, it's not safe to do so. And we would expose ourselves to huge liabilities if we just eliminated the lights. But if we turn it into a three-way stop, then we're still addressing the blindness of that corner.
So you would have a new stop sign on Scotia Street.
That, yeah, we would add one stop sign and a three-way tab to all three signs.
I think that's what you should do,
Yeah,
because there's kids down there, I think that makes it any safer than a flashing light's ever gonna make
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, I would agree.
so the turn from Winnipeg onto Scotia would have the right of way.
It's a stop sign and traffic laws, the one to your right always gets to go first.
Yeah,
If you come to a stop at the same time.
right,
Otherwise, it's the first one that came to the stop gets to go first.
okay.
So it's just basic
And the
traffic
only
laws.
issue should ever be if you're going to park,
Yeah,
right? If two people met, but you're going straight to go park, because there is nowhere else to go there now.
that's
'Cause
right.
we closed that road.
Yeah.
Which
That's
is
right.
how rare of an occurrence is that ever?
But your three-way stop traffic laws still apply.
Yeah, so that.
Yeah.
So will there be a stop sign at the parking lot?
There is now.
There is now?
Yeah.
Okay, so easy.
So good, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
No,
yeah,
there's two signs there already, yeah.
Okay.
yeah, so that sounds like
That sounds like a.
quick remedy, quick and easy remedy.
I think
we
it's a
have no
better
controls
solution.
on when they're going to change the poles.
Yeah,
No, I
No.
think it's a better solution, to be honest.
Yeah. Councillor Bryson?
Yeah, I agree, yeah. That's the easy and then probably the right solution.
Okay. Will you bring a resolution to council for the next meeting, get that done?
Yep.
Okay. Item number 8, Director of Operations report, an Aqua expense request. Ms. Ivy.
So if you recall back in July 28th, we were having issues with the backwash valve modulating. So it wasn't completely opening, not completely closing, it was just kind of doing a funky thing. So Aqua had to bring in automation now because it's all SCADA related. So they had to get into SCADA to problem solve the issue. And you can see in the attached email that they describe what automation now found when they were in to troubleshoot that. This is just how long it takes for Aqua to get us the invoices, and the expense request is just coming through now. So it's kind of already spent, but it was not budgeted money.
Yeah, I thought I absorbed into my.
So there's an invoice here from Ontario Clean Water Agency, but there's also an invoice from Automation Now.
No, it is not an invoice. You
Okay.
are looking at a work order, an
Okay.
expense request from
So-
Aqua, and they attach the invoice from
Invoice to it.
Automation Now.
So there's just the
So the number is.
$1,929.40.
Correct.
And the work is done.
The work is done, yeah. It was one of those things that you either lose water or
Get it fixed.
get it fixed.
All right.
Councilor Bryson, you got any questions?
No,
No?
no. It's just, I don't. No, I don't have any questions.
So in here, Tammy, you've got, this was not budgeted, but a necessary repair at this point, the expense can come out of a department surplus before any transfers from reserves are made, so that's probably gonna go on the list for the end of the year.
Yep.
Okay. Any other
Actually,
questions?
it's a question.
Pardon me?
Do we have any local, contractors that can do that type of work? Like, Hunter and Thorne, do they have anybody that, I know they do electrical, but I don't know, I seen him at the gas pumps today and I noticed that there was someone in his truck that, has a background in instrumentation. So automated valves and stuff like that. I'm just wondering if that would be an option we could push back on Aqua to see if they can find someone local. Maybe not, but, just a question.
So SCADA is very specific to the operation of the plant. You don't actually find any manual valves to shut that plant down. It's all computer driven. So it's a very specialized computer program that only Automation Now has the ability to get in there and do any programming and adjust any of the settings in the water plant. I can certainly ask if there's other options out there for next year for 2026 budget, but I'm going to guess that we're kind of locked into Automation Now for that.
Okay, any more questions? Number 9, Director of Operations Report, Senior Active Living Center, Christmas Social.
So the Christmas social for the Senior Active Living Center is scheduled for December 3rd, 2025. Historically, the Hungry Moose has catered the event and ran the bar for us. Chris has indicated this year that he cannot cater at this year's event, so running the bar has been put out to other restaurants to see if they would include that in their quoting. That has not been the case. So it falls back to the rec department to help us out with that bar license. So Kathy is suggesting that rather than have a full bar this year, she would like to only get red and white wine, serve it free of charge, but you still have to go to the bar to get it. If you're not selling liquor, it drops the cost of your liquor license and it drops the cost of your PAL insurance. However, it still requires a responsible person be on site. So
Do you need a smart server to
Yes.
the bar?
it's still alcohol.
Well, I'll be there, so I guess I could put my hand up.
Yeah, but Dan, you'll be attending that. You're the committee member for the Senior Active Living Center.
Yeah, so what does that mean?
Well, I don't think you should be expected to work it.
Well,
Yeah, but they still need to get bartenders.
Yes,
Apart from the responsible adult, they would still need bartenders.
you'll have to be
Yeah.
there till the doors close.
yeah.
Doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be behind the bar working
Yeah,
it,
the bart.
but you have to be aware of what's going on at the bar.
Yeah, I mean, the permit's normally until 1 in the morning,
No,
Or people-
she has indicated that by 10 o'clock, the band is gone and the
Yeah.
bar is closed.
Yeah, so
It's
not
the
so bad.
senior Christmas party.
so bad.
You know, I just don't want you to feel like, Dan, that you're being forced into that. I mean, because you are the committee head for that committee.
No, I'm, like I say, I'm gonna be there. I don't know who else is going,
Okay.
but I'll be there so I can put my hand up.
Okay.
Kathy just has to find someone to pour wine.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Councillor McGrath. Number 10, Schreiber Public Library Board Meeting Minutes. Take it away, Councillor Morrow.
So I was not at this meeting. And I missed the October one as well, so I'm not exactly a wealth of knowledge right now. The first draft of the strategic plan did go in. I don't think we got it in the October meeting, but it said that we should have it by the year end. Well, they held the Halloween party for the kids. Judging from the pictures, it looked like it was very successful, except there was lots of kids there. Other than that, it's just status quo at the library, I think. If anyone has any questions.
No? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Dave. And then item 11, business licenses from Ms. Smith, CAO clerk.
Okay, so at the October 28th meeting of council, council directed me to seek further information regarding business licensing in surrounding communities. So from the delegation that council received from Mr. Camiso asking council to implement a bylaw and enforce business licensing for both brick and mortar and home-based businesses. I reported to council at that time that this type of bylaw is very hard to enforce and that most communities do not engage in it. So I did research a few communities here, 7. Terrace Bay, Marathon, Shunya, Red Rock, Nipigon, Manitowoc, and Greenstone. So in Terrace Bay on their website, I found their fees and charges, which are attached from bylaw 5, 2011, schedule 1. But it only pertains to transient trader licensing. In Nipigon on their website, I found their fees and charges, bylaw 1946, schedule E, which I also attached, that they don't have business licensing. In Marathon on their website, I found they do require and enforce business licenses, which is attached. I did send emails to all the CAOs of these municipalities. Daryl from Marathon did reply that he's out of the office until November 17th. But at that time, he would give me a copy of their bylaw. Manitowoc on their website, I found that they do not require and do not enforce business licensing. I did attach that. Shunya on their website, I found their fees and charges bylaw 339324, that they do not have business licenses either. In Greenstone on their website, I found that they do require and enforce business licensing, which has been attached. In Red Rock on their website, I found that they do not require and do not enforce business licensing. Mark did reply that there's nothing in Red Rock of the sort. They have thought about it, but never got to that step. It's not a real issue. They're very small footprint and no bylaw role as well. So I didn't, in my email to all the CAOs, I did ask if you have a bylaw, do you have a bylaw surrounding this? How do you enforce it? And is it worthwhile pursuing? So unfortunately, I only heard from 2 of the CAOs before council this evening. So that's all I can offer. But I think it kind of just backs up what I had said previously, that this isn't something that's pursued by many small communities.
Discussion.
You may have more information for next meeting, or,
If those CAOs get back to me, for sure,
yeah,
I can bring it forward.
yeah, I think we could get more information on how that goes. Be helpful.
Councillor Bryson?
Yeah, I'm good with more information. And how often, like, I don't know, is it, like, I'm with Rhonda, I don't know if it's worth our time, but I'll listen to it.
Like, how often do people come in here to complain?
Not often,
Like, what, once a month, once every 2 months, once every 2 weeks?
maybe once every 6 months, if that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
And the complaint is about at home
At
specific.
a home-based business, yeah.
But we can say that we talked to other communities and it was either a good idea or a bad idea, at least we have that
Mhm.
to answer with, so.
Yeah, and I talked to Jason Nesbitt from the Chamber of Council, just to kind of get their feel. And he said this topic has come up a lot at their table. Their biggest concern was with the hawkers and peddlers, that out-of-town businesses who come in, who don't hire locally, who don't leave their money locally, he said that was their concern. He said as far as home-based businesses goes, their feeling is if it's a home-based business and it's in your community and they're making money and they're spending money and leaving an economic footprint, they didn't have that much of an issue with it. So I said to him, do you have a feeling whether we should license or not? He said from the Chamber's perspective, that's up to the Township of Schreiber. They had no feeling one way or the other.
Can we address the other issue?
Yes, we did.
I'm in no rush to decide yea or nay, so more
Okay,
information is fine.
more information from CAOs? Does that give you some
Mhm.
direction around to where to go?
Yep, thank you.
Okay. All right, that takes care of Committee of the Whole. Next on the agenda is communications. 5 items. Does anybody have any questions, concerns, or thoughts about what's on the list here?
Number 2, grant and aid, North Shore Harvest covered.
Sean?
Oh, that's on under the,
That's
that's
somewhere else.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
other
yeah.
business, okay, I went too far.
okay. So no one's got any
No.
suggestions, questions for communications?
No. Do you?
No. Very funny. No, I don't actually. It's actually a pretty clean list and most of it doesn't pertain to us.
No, I don't.
Okay. Next item on that was a crap, I'm sure. Now, next item on the agenda is unfinished business. CAO Smith? Any unfinished business?
Hang on one second. No.
Okay. Next item on the agenda is other business. Item number 1. Take it away. CAO Smith.
Okay, the review of council remuneration. So this bylaw is typically reviewed, I guess, no later than the first regular meeting of council in November. So what we're asking council tonight is if they would like to change their remuneration. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For the next council.
for the next
For the
council.
next 4 years.
That's correct. So right now, mayor's annual remuneration is $12,750, and a councilor's is $9,700.
What's our typical action on this?
Okay. What do we do? We slightly increase it last time?
Well, I would probably, I don't know whether you did or you did not. I
Yes,
think
you
that
did.
you
You
did.
increased it last time.
And I would say that if this has been the same thing for 4 years, you really likely, I would say that you are entitled to an increase in your
Well, it's not for us.
remuneration.
No.
Well, hey, you know what, you could be,
Well, it could be
right? But I
Well-
mean,
I would suggest at least 4.5.
4.5
Yeah.
or 4, and that'll be
Yeah.
the same for 4 years.
Yeah.
Because the last time this was looked at,
Yeah.
they put through a 10% increase.
10%?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The
there's
last
nothing
time this was
stopping
done.
council
You're welcome.
to look at it every year either.
Listen, no one takes this job for the pay. Let's be honest.
20% an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Sorry, Marlene.
I was you can, council, whoever is on council can always look at it every year.
Yeah.
If you do so wish,
Oh, okay, so
you
it's
know what I mean?
not,
But you have to do it at least
Yeah.
once.
Every 4 years,
Yeah.
yeah.
Every 4 years.
4.5% would up the 9,700, $436.
and 50 cents.
So if you take $51,550, which is the total expense over an annum, and go by 4.5%, how much money are we talking about there?
$2,300.
$2,300
$2,317.50.
over a year.
Over a year.
$9,270 over a term.
Councillor Bryson? You're muted.
No, sure.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, I'm good either way. Should probably be increased. 4.5 sounds good.
Yeah, I'm good with Wanda's suggestion.
Like I said, I would be okay leaving it, but it should probably be increased if it hasn't been in how long?
4 years.
Yeah, well, it should be increased. Yeah, 4.5 sounds good.
You know what I'm gonna say. I think it should be left the same.
Yeah, I would be okay with that too.
I'm totally fine with that.
I'd have less of an issue, I think, if we raised it 4.5%, if we took that $2,300 and took it off of conference and travel, so that the bottom line stayed the same.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
You got it on your computer?
I'm just thinking of current constraints and everything that's going on.
Are we gonna use up that budget for conference and travel? Doesn't look like it.
No, it doesn't look like we are.
Yeah,
So
so I mean,
going
that would
forward,
work.
they would have to change it.
You would have to change your budget, yes.
Yeah.
To reduce it. If you kept it here and you reduced it there,
Right.
or you increased it here and reduced it there
But this is for the council
in 27.
in 27.
Oh, so this year's budget.
Yeah.
But I would, like, that's my personal feeling. Because I also looked at what other communities are paying.
And
We're slightly higher.
we'll keep it the same.
See how easy that was? Sorry. No, listen, I'm giving you information.
No, it's good information.
So, if you want to
So-
raise it, that's fine too.
Other communities are approximately the same size.
Yes.
Okay.
Status quo.
I'm okay with that.
I would say that last increase might have been like
Probably from a
an
couple.
anomaly, because I would say before that it was,
Okay, good. Because I
when
know,
I first started, it was
I
peanuts.
wrote it.
Like, it was a hit.
I mean, I'm not against a 4.5% increase, but my cautionary would be, well, then take it out of another couple of council budget lines.
I think so. I think we keep it the same.
So Marlene, the next council, whoever it is, comes in, they can change it.
Yeah, they can always
They
change
can
it.
give themselves a raise, so it doesn't have to be the outgoing council. All right,
You just have to review it every term.
okay,
Keep it the same. And if they don't like it, they can change it.
yeah,
You agree?
Yep.
Councilor Bryson?
Totally.
Okay, does that give you some direction?
Yeah.
CEO?
We're about to have a technical difficulty, so hang tight.
Okay. Do you want me to keep ripping through this quickly? We haven't got much to go.
Yeah. All fixed.
You good?
Yep.
Okay, other business item number 2. North Shore Harvest Covered Grant and Aid Application, CAO Smith.
Oh wait, that's not what I have. Okay, so, it's okay. Okay, so, we have had an application by the North Shore Harvest Cover in regards to their Christmas hamper campaign for 2025. I do believe that typically we do support this initiative. This benefits the people in need for Schreiber, Rossport, and Hayes Platte. And it's a different program for the Terrace Bay area. There's approximately 90 families that they're saying with children from ages of birth to age 17 that are in need.
I'm okay with it. They're asking for $1,000.
$1,000. Why do I think that Did we not move something for the food bank earlier, like in the last couple of months? Or am I cracking up? Yeah? There was nothing we moved?
No.
Okay. So then, is it a resolution by this council that the township of Schreiber donate $1,000 grant in aid to the North Shore Harvest Cupboard?
I'd say so.
Yeah,
Yes?
We need to keep the $500 in the grant aid budget there.
Yes? Councilor Bryson, yes.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Do we wanna just empty the grant made, just give it to them?
Yeah, probably makes sense.
Is there a
What are we
point
gonna
of
do
keeping a
with
$500 in a budget line?
It's, if that's what you'd like to do.
It would help, I'm sure.
I would just say, give them $1,500.
so no one else can apply now.
No.
It's just gonna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, I'm okay with that.
November, and it is November.
Yeah,
Councilor Bryson, are you okay with giving them the $1,500?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone's good? There's your direction.
Awesome, thank you.
You'll bring that to the next meeting?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I got stuff everywhere now. Then I have item number 3, letter of support for North Shore Harvest.
No.
Okay, from the Terrace Bay Christmas Party invitation?
No.
North Shore Family Health Team.
Sorry.
The
Number
atta-
3, letter of support, North Shore Family Health Team.
The attachment.
And they're wrong attachment.
Yeah.
I just realized
Yeah.
that now.
Okay,
Same
so
one.
maybe the CAO can provide some information on that,
Yeah,
because I
so,
just put same.
okay. So, the primary care, action team and Ontario Health, the North Shore Family Health Team has, generated a letter for the Township of Schreiber and the Township of Terrace Bay to sign in support of them getting more funding for their expansion, for the hospital. So I can send council the letter or I can read it what does council prefer? It's pretty lengthy.
What did they ask?
Yeah,
It's just us supporting the North Shore Family Health Team in saying, yes, please give them money
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
I can
To-
support that.
to
yes.
expand. Yeah,
Okay, Councilor Bryson, you good with that?
Yeah.
it's further, to deliver acute care, long-term care, and emergency services. And the shortage underscores the urgent need for expanded interprofessional support through the North Shore Family Health Team to sustain local healthcare and improve access for our residents.
Oh, yeah.
So absolutely. Yeah, strong in support. You'll bring that?
Yep.
Okay. Item number 4, Township of Terrace Bay Christmas Party invitation. CAO?
So, Mayor and Council did receive an invitation, from the, Recreation Coordinator in Terrace Bay, regarding their Christmas social, which is on Saturday, December the 13th. It's $20 per person, and, yeah, we have the information if any of council would like to purchase a ticket.
Okay. Item number 5, Resident Christmas Decorating Program. CAO.
Okay, so for it, and you know, in past years, council has sponsored this program. So in 2024, 10 residents were recognized with a prepaid gift card of $25 each for a total cost of $250. So we're asking this council wish to promote this program again this Christmas season.
Sure. Yes?
Yeah, it's not too hard to find 10 winners.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we should do it.
Should, Councilor Bryson?
Yeah, no reason to stop, I don't think.
Okay.
Do you want us to pick a day?
Oh, yes, a judging day.
So
What
we can
day?
give Cecile that's who we normally give the list to, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
when do you want to buy, do you think, Cecile?
Mid-summer.
December the, what's the 10th? How about December the 10th?
It's a Wednesday.
So, what day of the week is that, Cecile?
It's a
It's
Wednesday.
a Wednesday.
Wednesday, December the 10th?
Sure.
Okay, so
We're
we'll
gonna get the gift cards and do up the cards and everything.
So we'll advertise that the contest is taking place again and that judging will take place by December 10th.
10th.
By the 10th, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, we're all good with that? Perfect.
Should we tell people between the 3rd and the 10th?
Yeah,
Have their
okay.
lights on, so give them still 3
Okay. Yep.
I'm good with you guys. Drive around.
Yeah.
Yes? Okay,
Sounds good.
being no other business on this agenda, we're gonna call for adjournment and move back into closed.